feel like for this one, I'd have to say just kind of realizing like, and even in college, I realized like, okay, I really got to figure out what I want to do with my life. But I feel like, especially after college, like I've still been kind of struggling with that a little bit just because I feel like I do have so many different interests, that kind of thing. So I feel like the biggest transition for me has been kind of like solidifying a path or just being okay with like there not being a clear path, I think is the bigger thing, honestly. So that's what I'd say.
I think for me, like the most pressing anxieties are like moving out of Madison and finding a job, um, in like a practical sense. Um, I think it's those practical things. Like I think I know what I want and like where I picture myself, but like actually taking the steps to like get there, I think is where I'm like hitting a sticking point of like, okay, like I actually have to like apply for the jobs now and like make sure my cover letter and my resume are right and all of those things. I think the biggest way that I set myself up for success with that though is like I'm super lucky to have like such a strong support network of people in the area and then also like where my family lives. So that I feel like I'm super lucky to have that, to have like the freedom to be able to make those choices and have that like support for the transition. And I built that network like as an undergrad.
For me, like the transition to adulthood was really hard because I didn't realize how much money things cost. Like once my parents cut me off after high school, I had to like, get a job and do things myself and like buy furniture. Like, why do rugs cost so much? Why do pillows cost so much? That's crazy. But like, I had to learn to like budget my time, my money, my energy. And that was the hardest part, figuring out like what I need to do when, how much energy I need to exert to this, how much energy do I have left at the end of the day to do things like self-care. Um, you know, working on my job, paying rent, paying grocery bills, electric bills, Wi-Fi, internet. It's really hard and you have to like manage things, and managing things aren't easy for me. So like I kind of had to build like I have what I call like my mass form, which is a giant Excel sheet of like all my bills and like everything I have to do during the month and how much they cost. And that's what's been working for me so far. So yeah, I think the hardest part was realizing that adulthood sucks and that it's going to be horrible forever. It just goes downhill from here. I'm sorry.